I look up and I'm like, why does it seem like everybody stopped? And I was like, oh,
I skidded for a very long time.
Welcome back to Life of Birch, and welcome here with the Rebel 1100 version 2.0. Oh my god, dude, she's looking so freaking good. This is actually the first time that I've had her out in the sunlight since putting all of the new parts on, so I'm kind of like, I don't know, taking it back, just soaking it in. I took her out for a quick shakedown run last night. I was only out for like an hour, but it was in the dark, so I haven't really just had her out of the storage unit to soak in all the new goodness. And holy shit, I have fallen back in love with this bike. I mean, it definitely helps the fact that I haven't ridden it barely in the past, what, 6-7 months, and now we're getting out to shred. But regardless, she looks so good. And we're going to meet up with Toppy and Amir right now, and they have not seen any of the stuff done to it, and I don't think I've even told them that I put all these new parts on. So we're going to get their reaction, and then go for the first legit ride. And I could not be more stoked. It's been way too long since y'all have seen this on the channel, aside from all the oil leak issues, but those are resolved. Ooh, and we're at 5920, so we might even cross the 6,000 mile threshold today. Not might, we will. Oh my gosh, dude, it just feels so good to be back on this thing. I've never had a bike that felt so much like home, you know? Wait, they just rode past. What the hell? I'm sitting here doing an intro. I'm supposed to meet them at the Shell station, and they just rode past. I had no idea, dude. All right, we gotta catch up to them. Toppy still has no idea, but Amir saw. What are the chances? I was literally in the parking lot of that church right there filming an intro, and I was like, oh, 2 motorcycles. And I was like, oh, that's them.
It's funny, when we were going over 50, I like kept looking. I was like, am I going to see it?
That is so funny. Look at all the new stuff I did to it.
Dude, I can't wait to walk over and look at it.
Like soak it in?
Yeah.
This is the first time I've had it out in the light since putting everything on it. I just finished putting...
So cool.
Yeah, dude. I just finished putting everything on it last night, and I did like a quick like shakedown run last night, but I left at like 8:30 or 9, so it was already dark out. This is the first time I've had it out in the light, and I'm so stoked on everything. And Amir, I have a present for you. Sorry, Toppy, I don't have a present for you.
The fingers?
Yes, 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 yes. The mirror delete things. Slowest gas pump ever.
I already ordered the DJI. And I already ordered the...
Amir's over here falling in love.
Again!
Alright, what's the plan? Okay, the consensus is we are riding to this dope coffee shop down in Plata, Maryland, which is 45 miles, about an hour and 15 minutes away, not including stops. So should be a pretty good adventure for the day. right, so we have just consumed our coffee. I had a ice spice chai. Come on, dude. Ice spice chai with 2 shots of espresso. One of the best freaking ice chais I've ever had in my life. And instead of heading straight home, we're going to stop at Jug Bay Natural Area, which, oh, they're leaving me, which is somewhere that Nina and I went, and it's super cool. It has this like big overlook that looks over this natural area with a bunch of water and everything. And it has a bunch of like facts about, what the hell? A bunch of stuff with facts of like when the Native Americans were there, and shows you like where they found arrowheads and all kinds of cool stuff. So that right now is about 48 minutes away. It'll probably take a little bit longer because we're taking a slightly different route than that, but yeah, I'm excited to show it to you guys. Let's get it. Where the hell is Amir at? He just keeps circling.
Wall ride.
Quick manual wall ride, manual 180. I miss BMX, but I don't miss being hurt. I think my phone is overheating. I think that's the only downside to this fairing, is that all the wind goes around my phone, and then on really hot days, if the sun is beating down on it and it's not getting any airflow, it ends up overheating, and then the screen gets dim, and it's not a good time. I feel like I gotta like take it off the mount and hold it up so it can get some air and cool down or something.
12 seconds later.
If that didn't work, nothing will. And it's still dim. I tried. And there's a stop sign for a 4-way intersection out of nowhere as we're doing almost 50 miles per hour around a blind turn. In the moment, this caught me super off guard because I didn't remember seeing any signage at all, and you can see on the GPS that it looks like we're just on a main road and those are just side streets coming up. But I was wrong because apparently we missed a clearly marked warning sign, which I saw when I looked back. And there it is. No, not that one. That one. Oh, you can't see it? Let's move a little bit closer. Now do you see it? Still no? There it is. Can you sense the sarcasm, people? Stay on your toes, always be aware, practice emergency braking, and do as I say, not as I do, and don't ride as fast as us. Not that I think we were even riding fast, but you get it. Anyway, enjoy some nervous laughter as I feel like we almost cheated death coming to a stop. God damn. I did not see that coming. What the
Since there was like no signage for that stop sign,
dude,
I skidded for a very long time.
really?
Yeah, like I had my foot on the brake, and then like when I went I was like, oh, I'm skidding.
I didn't see any signs for that, and on the GPS it didn't look like a 4-way stop at all. And I'm like looking at something that looked cool, and I look up and I'm like, why does it seem like I already stopped? And I was like, oh yeah, no bueno. And we are are here. Hell yeah. And I should be hitting 6,000 miles as we are going down this little like entryway. Oh, 6,000, dude. Hell yes. Let's go. It's crazy because the ride here is so beautiful. And then you get here and you don't realize that you have 1.3 miles all back through here of this cool, like, just trees going over and just like beautiful scenic entryway. You think that those back roads are it, and then you're like, wait a second, once you get there, the entrance is more scenic than the entire ride. Got walking trails all back through here. You got horse trails back through here. I'm pretty sure you can take a horse on these trails, which is dope. Oh my gosh, it is so nice to be in the shade too. Just since we got into the shade, the temperature just dropped to 89. As I said that, it was up to like 93, 94, 95, something like that. And as soon as we started hitting these back roads, and especially this like really nice covered swoopy area, the temperature dropped substantially right away, and you can feel it. It's so freaking nice. And then I think this is right where you can start seeing the water. Yep, there it is. Dude, freaking beautiful. When Nina and I were here, I feel like the water level was a little bit low, but it's definitely higher now. I cannot wait for y'all to see this view. Looks like Amir has found some sort of, what do you call it? Binoculars, telescope, whatever, that you can use to look out at the birds. I think there's osprey nests out there that you can look at. And I think there's some up on the little lookout area up there, but I guess we'll see. This view is crazy, but I don't want to spoil it yet until we get up to the little lookout area. And now we just have to climb. How many floors is that? 3 floors, 4 floors, 4 score, 7 years ago.
No clue where the drone is right now.
I'm not out of breath. You're out of breath. Watch your mouth. Oh, this is crazy, dude. This is so much more lush than when Nina and I were here back in March or whatever. And then it's super cool because it has all these like facts about human impacts to Jug Bay, which is that natural body of water out there. And then it even has the archaeological complex. So it'll show that like right out there was an 8,000-year-old fishing village. Shows where the settlements were right here. So the 8,000-year-old fishing village would be out that way somewhere. And then it shows just all kinds of cool stuff. Shows them digging up all the artifacts, historic shipwrecks. Apparently this place used to have a lot more water, and then forget exactly what. This says something about it, like all the farming and everything that made all the water go away, and now it's more of like a marsh swamp land than anything, but still super beautiful. This literally feels like one of those memes that's like, the perfect day doesn't exist. You know what I mean? This is freaking great. It feels so good to be back on the Rebel, especially in a place like this with friends. Feels like Romeo and Juliet or something.
Yeah.
Or what is it, Rapunzel? I gotta throw my hair down to you?
Yes, please.
Whew, I am getting my white ass down from here. I am too pale and fair skinned for this. I am burning up. I got the 100 SPF on my arms, but man, I was just talking about how nice it was getting into the shade and getting out of the heat, and then I went to the highest point around here and just stood in the sun. I heard a bike start up. What's this boy doing? Oh, he probably has to get out of here. Gotta go to trivia.
Yes. I'm gonna be late.
Good seeing you, dude.
I'm gonna be late no matter what.
I hope you come in second place, right?
Yeah, right?
I swear I wasn't being mean when I said I hope he comes in second place. He was saying that first place gets like a gift certificate to the restaurant or something, but second place gets a free bottle of wine. So he's like, every time we try our best to come in second place so we get the free bottle of wine, but we always either get first, third, or fourth. We always struggle to get second. But yeah, so then we got some more history stuff here for you history nerds. Oh, say, can you see? Talking about the Star-Spangled Banner and where it was written and all the historical stuff involving these waterways. Super cool because like growing up in in Maryland, I just am used to all this historical stuff, but for somebody that's from out of town or not familiar with it, I feel like you learn a lot reading stuff like this. And then this side talks about this waterway's involvement with the 1814 British invasion, which kind of feels wrong, seeing as how my girlfriend is from the UK, but you know, we won't talk about that. And then War in the Chesapeake, this is talking more about the War of 1812. So super cool, really rich in history around here, which is something you kind of forget growing up around here. And now the drone chase shot. It's gonna hit the wires or the trees or something. I can only imagine how crazy the drone footage is. I have no idea how I didn't notice this before, but the trash can is a beaver. Does it have something to do with recycling, or do they just make it a beaver to make it a beaver? That is hilarious and terrifying at the same time. I'm gonna assume that that means that there's beavers in these waters, because if not, it's super weird. But now I want to make a beaver trash can at my house. What the hell? All right, well, we are gonna wrap things up here. You can't ask for a much better day of riding than that. We got some coffee, did a pretty long day. Toppy did a much longer day though. Him and Amir have been out since, what, 11 hours ago? Doing a coffee shop tour and everything like that. I was late to the party, but so stoked to have the Rebel back in tip-top shape and have all the new parts on it and everything. So stay tuned for a lot more adventures on this. I could not be more excited. Thanks so much for watching, and shout out to the Patreon members. As always, I could not be doing this without you guys, and if you want to support me through Patreon, check out the link below, patreon.com/lifeofburch, where you can pledge your monthly amount, get behind the scenes access, early access to videos, and more. Make sure to do all the YouTube stuff, like, comment, all that, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Love you guys. Peace.
Oh, so basic. Hope you play this. Damn, I prayed it. Nice song, and I became this. Old souls fake it. Paid those placements. Fuck shit. And I'm still waiting on the brighter days. Been a minute, been rough many times more. And I'm kicking rocks to a sky of gray. Praying hard, talk to me before I'm done for.